Hey Pauline, it is day 233 of the project, January 22nd, 2013, and I have separated this video into 3 parts. Number 1, an answer. Number 2, a rant. Number 3, an announcement. Number 1, for your answer for your question that you asked me yesterday, do I write for myself anymore? Yes, I do, if you count the fact that while I am writing this book for everybody and to publish eventually, I am also writing a ton of the backstory that nobody else will see. You might not even see it. You might. I don't know yet. But it's a ton of the stories behind all the stories that get told. So if you can say that that's writing for myself, it's kind of is. And while it is kind of work at the same time, it's something that I quite enjoy. Number 2, a rant. As you know, our video blog is based on the internet, and as you also probably have known from my video on Friday, I was at a religious retreat all weekend. And I'm saying this in specific order because the presenter I couldn't exactly agree with, and that's putting it lightly. He basically was saying a whole bunch of stuff in between of being really liberalist and really conservative, and I couldn't really understand what his methodology for saying this was, or what his reasoning behind it all was, or anything like that. But he basically said that anything that we use for a four-corner screen, aka internet, aka anything like that, can't possibly create community. The fact is that Nerdfighter, like the Nerdfighters, the biggest, like, one of the main communities online, like, is based online. Most people haven't met each other. And this is the incredible part, is that it's online. The Vlogbrothers and, like, Hank and John Green give teenagers hope. They don't talk down to them. They make people feel not as alone in their nerdiness and in their being smart. As they say, that if a guy thinks you are too smart, that is exactly the guy that you do not want to date. And I believe that's completely true. Like, you need to be empowered in who you are. And it just frustrated me that he was like, no, you need to be living close together, you need to have a contact. And I'm like, sure, maybe, if that was our parents' generation, but this is not their generation anymore. It's our generation. It's an age of technology where we base most of our lives surrounded by social media, and maybe this kind of project between us is not exactly the greatest thing. We are social media. We are media-based forms. It just doesn't make any sense to say that we must get rid of it when our world is run by it. And maybe that's a little strongly worded, and maybe that's why he was like, we're so controlled by this, we need to reflect inside. And I was like, but I've tried to see the good in him. I couldn't. It was frustrating. Which leads me to part 3, an announcement. On this weekend, I met a girl who is a fellow Nerdfighter, and she has never met a fellow Nerdfighter before. Just to be a part of a community where you don't even have to meet someone, but know that they are awesome. The face-to-face relationship didn't really come into effect. It was the fact that we had a previous kind of a kinship, almost, to this online community that makes his point completely irrelevant. I will see your video tomorrow. See ya.